go to part 2. Okay, here we are. Welcome. Oh dear, how did that happen? How do I get this the other way? Like that? No? Oh, okay, there we go. Okay, so what was this? Let us mute, everybody mute. Mute. Am I everyone muted? Okay. كما بدأنا قال بنيت okay وجل لكل نفس إن كانت على وجل. So for every person, despite being anxious, so you can say wajal would be fear, but yeah, anxiety. Anybody? So for every person, despite being anxious, min al maniya, we've come across this word before. Remember, maniya is the singular of manaya, which would be death. And so if you, for every person who is fearful or anxious regarding death, what would be something positive? They are amal tuqawiha. Okay, so amal is the plural of amal. Amal meaning hope, and so in English it's funny because I mean we don't get like a singular and a plural for hope, but anyway, hopes. So I'll write here, it's hopes. And tuqawi is to strengthen. So, and the ha, again, here we have this ha over here, which goes back to, what is it? What do you think this ha goes back to, people? Anyone know what does ha go back to? What is it referring to?
The nafs, is it? The nafs.
The nafs is a feminine word. So for every individual who has this trepidation or anxiety about death, there are certain hopes or objectives which give him solace, tuqawi, to strengthen, which give this nafs strength. Okay. And now, okay, let's do this. So we're going to go into the last two stands, shatrain, that we have left here, or stanza bait before we call it today. Al-mar'u yabsutuha wa dahru yaqbiduha. Yaqbiduha. Just fix the tashkil. Al-mar'u yabsutuha wa dahru yaqbiduha. Qabd and bast, it's like this is bast, to open up your hand, and this is qabd. It's expansion, bast, and constriction, qabd. And these are names of Allah, huwa al-basit and is al-qabid, the one who gives you ease and everything is expansive and vast, and is also the one who constricts and causes diq. Okay. So here we have the person who, so this person, al-mar'u yabsutu wa dahru yaqbiduha. So this literally means the person or individual expands it and time constricts it. So what does that mean? The person pursues these hopes or aspirations, these amal, right? While time constricts it. That's what it means, al-mar'u yabsutuha. The person expands or opens or literally pursues these amal, but ad-dahru yaqbiduha, but time constricts it, okay, and limits it. So every day that passes in your life is a day less of your life and closer to your death. Now, when we look at this this other line, it basically means the exact same thing as this. When nafsu, it's a repeat, it's just, they're all synonyms. Al-mar'u and nafsu. Al-nafsu tanshuruha, again, to spread, to be open. Wal-maut, but death, yatwiha. The word tawa, yatwi, it's interesting. Tawa literally means to fold. Ana atwi malabis. Okay, I fold my laundry. Okay, it's literally to fold. So again, it's used as a word to, when something is folded up, it becomes like constricted, small. So it's exactly the same meaning. Al-mar'u yabsutuha wa dahru yaqbiduha wa nafsu tanshuruha وَالْمَوْتُ يَطْوِيهَا. Are there any questions up to this point? Because I can go on. I am a bit reluctant to continue because we only have 20 minutes left. And I don't know, do you guys, oh my God, Fatima's here. I didn't even see this. So do you guys want me to continue? First of all, do we have any questions at this point? And I'm going to go through over this here, okay? I'm going to carry on where we said, how many cities on the horizon were built that resulted in ruin and death destroyed their dwellers or their people, ahliha. For man, despite dreading death, he has aspirations giving him solace. Man pursues these aspirations while time constricts them. And that's where we are. So I want to know if you have any questions, or do you want to continue? Because this is what we have as an option. We can either just have a discussion about anything else, or we can continue until the end. And if we have a little bit left over, we can just finish it if we're going over by like 5 minutes or so and start something new next week. But you better speak quickly because we don't have much time.
Alhamdulillah, I'm happy to continue. I'm enjoying this poem so much.
I'm happy to continue as well.
Okay, let's continue then. Okay, good. Okay, and it's lovely to have the whole thing together. إن المكارم أخلاق مطهرة. Indeed, al-makarim. Makarim is the plural of makruma. Makruma. Makruma would be fi'lul khair. Any like works of good. Works of good. Fi'lul khair. Makarim is more expansive than just khuluq. Khuluq is good character. Makarim is more, it's from the word kareem, karam, to be honorable and generous and noble, ennobled. So indeed, fi'lul khair, al-makarim. What is al-makarim? It's akhlaqun mutahhara. Mutahhara, as you know, is literally pure. So we wouldn't say pure character. We'd probably say something like, what did I say here? Come on. I said here, indeed, is noble character. Okay, indeed. Okay, so we can say makarim would be righteousness, but they kind of overlap. That's why I had it is a bit tricky to translate. So indeed, let's call it righteousness. I'm going to clear this.
Okay. Sorry, what was the question?
My question? I didn't have a question. Did I have a question?
Oh, okay, sorry.
I said indeed righteousness would be noble character. So know that literally mutahara isn't noble. You know that it's pure, but it means noble character. Okay, so indeed righteousness is noble character. And now it's going to go into listing all of them, and it's beautiful. Ad-dinu awwaluha. Religion is the first of it. It's naming all of these character traits. Wal-aqlu thaniha. So you could either say intelligence. I like the word sagacity. I just think it's a better sounding word. Oh, come on. So I'm going to say sagacity. Sagacity is its second. I'm going to scroll up and I'm going to have to clear. Al-ilmu thalithuha. So we're counting. Ad-dinu, religiousness, religion, is its first, the first character. Sagacity is its second. Thaniha. Knowledge, al-ilm, is its third. Thalithuha. Wal-hilmu rabi'uha. And forbearance. Did I spell this correctly? Was there no E in there? Forbearance is its fourth. That's hilm. Wal-jud. Jud, remember we did the word sakha? Remember we did sakha? Jud is like sakha. Maybe you've heard the name Jawad, generous, okay? Generosity is its fifth. Come on. Sorry. Generosity. And then we have wal-leen, sadiha. Leen is like being easygoing, flexible, diplomatic. That would be leen. Do I have it here? It's easygoing and gentle. That's leen. Okay. Maybe you've heard the girl's name Lena from that. Okay. So can we say gentleness maybe?
Yeah, I would say lean could be gentleness.
Yeah, okay, good. And now, as you can see here, there were errors that I found because on many poetry, whatever websites I found, they would say sadisuha, and it's not sadisuha because sadis does mean it's 6, but if you add in sadisuha, it messes up the wazn, the rhyming scheme. So the correct word is actually sadiha, which is also its 6. Okay, so if generosity is its 5th, lean is its 6th, al-birru sabi'uha, piety is its 7th, gratitude, shukr, is its 8th, was-sabru tasi'uha, patience is its 9th, and fadl would be like graciousness, would be the rest of it, baqiha. You know this word baqa? Didn't we do it in another poem? And also Allah is al-baqi, the one who's remain. We did this word, yabqa. I remember that. Okay. And now we have here, وَالنَّفْسُ تَعْلَمُ أَنِّي لَا أُصَادِقُهَا. Now this really is talking about the nafs, the soul. This is not a person, because you'll see from context. The soul, ta'lamu, she knows, anni, the soul knows that I, la usadiquha, I do not befriend her. Sadaqa yusadiqu, to befriend. The nafs knows that I do not befriend her. Wa lastu, I am not, arshudu, I am not rightly guided, from rushd. Ana arshud, to be rightly guided. I am not, this is a negation. Ana lastu arshudu, rightly guided. Except, or only when, except when I oppose it. Isyan is disobedience. So you can say to disobey it or to oppose it. So the soul knows that I'm not befriending her, and I'm not rightly guided, except when I oppose her. I made a spelling mistake there, but that's cool. Okay, and then we have here, you all know the word rukn. What's rukn? Like you have, it's a rukn of salah. It's something that you depend on. You depend on. La tarkunanna. Now this is telling somebody else. La, or is it telling the soul maybe because it's feminine? Or it could be feminine, or it could be for you. No, maybe I think it's just advising, it's nasiha to the person. La tarkunanna illa dunya. Don't depend on the dunya. Wa ma fiha. This ma is not a negation. This ma is a relative pronoun. It's mawsul. It's means which. Which or what or that. Don't depend or rely on this dunya and what is in it. By the way, what you see over here is called noon at tawkid. It's an added noon there for emphasis. Like for example, Allah says in the Quran, وَلَئِن شَكَرْتُمْ لَأَزِيدَنَّكُمْ. If you are grateful, we will most certainly increase for you. It's an added emphasis. Okay, it's called noon at tawkid al-thaqila. فَالْمَوْتُ لَا شَكَّ يُفْنِينَا وَيُفْنِيهَا. Because death undoubtedly will destroy us and it will destroy it. Again, the it referring back to the dunya. Exactly, ha goes back to dunya, which is feminine. وَعْمَلْ لِدَارِ غَدٍ. So there are certain readings which will say وَعْمَلْ لِدَارٍ غَدًا. I prefer the reading وَعْمَلْ لِدَارِ غَدٍ. Okay, إضافة. So work, do righteous deeds, work, endeavor for, this li is a harf of jar, work for the abode of tomorrow. Dari ghadin, don't forget to put your kasratania, or if you want, you can make it ghadan, but you have to add an alif here. Work, in endeavor, work righteous deeds for the abode of tomorrow. And now it's going to tell you about this abode of tomorrow. Ridwanu khazinuha. Ridwan is its gatekeeper, Ridwan the angel. So there are certain readings which have khadimuha, its servant, but it seems they both, the meanings are fine, but it seems to be that because Ridwan is known as the khazin, is known to be the gatekeeper of paradise, of Jannah. So here we have Work righteous deeds for the abode of tomorrow. Ridwan is its gatekeeper. Wal jaru Ahmed. Jar means neighbor. And the neighbor. By the way, for the Americans, this is British spelling. It's not a spelling error. Americans always think that I can't spell. Okay, so here we have Wal jaru Ahmed, and the neighbor is Ahmed. Ahmed meaning Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, one of his names. Wal Rahman, and Ar-Rahman, Nashiha, is its creator. Qusuruha dhahabun. Qusur would be either castles or palaces. It's all of this it goes back to this dar. It's referring back to dar. Qusuruha dhahabun. Its palaces are of gold. They are gold. Dhahabun. Okay, do I have to write this all down here? Or do you guys? Okay, come on. Gold. And then we have misk, and musk is its teen. Teen could be sand or clay. But because we're talking about a garden here, we're literally describing a garden, it probably would be soil, right? It's soil. Waza'faran, saffron. Saffron is its grass, hashish. I'm sure you all know that word. Nabitun fiha, growing, nabitun, in it, fiha. Okay, so here we have. Okay, make it, I'm just going to move this. Anhar, you know this word from the Quran. Anhar. Anhar is the plural of nahr. Nahr is a river. And so anhar would be rivers. So its rivers are labanun, put it a dhammatain. Its rivers are of milk, but not of just any milk. It's of pure milk. Musaffa. I don't know why Samaya went out. Musaffa. Musaffa, it's of pure milk. Its rivers are of pure milk. You must have heard of the girl's name. Can you mute? Safa is purity, or even the word, by the way, Mustafa. Mustafa has the same root, which means the chosen one, but chosen based on purity. Okay, so anharuha, its rivers are of pure milk, and of wamin asal. Asal is honey. Wal khamru, and wine, yajri, flows. Rahiqan would be, it can mean nectar, but in this situation, it does not mean nectar. It's like exquisite. So exquisitely, maybe. So khamr, wine runs exquisitely. Fi majariha. Majari is the plural of majra. Majra, majari, which is literally a place of flowing. So in English, it doesn't make sense. That's why I translated it as like an exquisite wine flowing in its flowing places. Or I mean, just in English, we don't talk like that, but you get the point. Okay, you'll see my English translation then. Okay, wattayru, and the birds. Wattayru, the birds. Tajri. They tajri means to run or flow, but in this case I would say fly. Or if you want to be more poetic, you could say in English, because in English we didn't say fly in poetry, you probably say something like soar. So the birds soar ala al-aghsan. Aghsan is the plural of ghusn. Ghusn, and that would be branches. Okay, so the birds soar above the branches, and you can maybe put a comma, and some are akifatan, perched, and this is where you get the word i'tikaf. You do i'tikaf, it means to remain in a place, to remain. So when you're in i'tikaf, you're remaining in a secluded place like the Masjid River, and you are in a state of spiritual retreat. So it's to remain. So here akifatan, they are there perched. So some are flying and some are perched. Akifatan. You wanted the fathatain over here. Like that. Akifatan. And what are these birds doing? Tusabbihullaha, glorifying God. They're doing tasbih. Again, tayr is referred as a feminine. Tusabbihullaha jahran, openly. Or I had the best word that I found, because openly doesn't sound as strong. Open singing. Tusabbihullaha jahran, في مغانيها, in their singing. Now this man over here is a question. It's not a shart. Man, who will purchase yashtari, an abode in Firdaus, which is the highest place in Jannah? Who will purchase an abode in Firdaus? And how? Yeah, he builds it. Ya'muruha. Ya'muruha is to erect or build. By the way, from this word, this is where you get the name Imran or Ammara or Ammar, which is to build or erect. To create, like civilization is linked to that word. Building it or erecting it, constructing it. How? Birak'atin. By a rak'ah. So of course, yeah, he's saying a rak'ah, but he means 2 rak'ahs at least, okay? Birak'atin. Fi dhalamin layl, in the darkness. This is darkness of the night. Layl, you know layl, right? So yeah, we have darkness. In the darkness of the night. Yuhyiha. Put on the right tashkil. Yuhyiha. Bringing it to life. Now let's look at this word ihya, because there's no equivalent in English. Why yuhyiha? Because what does it mean bringing it to life? So for example, in Arab culture, if you say that you are doing ihya means, literally it means bringing to life. But what they mean is where you are doing qiyam al-layl in the night or tahajjud. Why? Because naum or sleep is akin to maut, to death. So when people are like dead people, amwat, and you get up to pray, you are either bringing the night to life, or it's like you're bringing your own soul to life again. It's like bringing to life again because you are in a state of prayer, while everyone are like dead people. They're like dead people. Okay, I've got everything there. I just wanted to quickly show you here, if I can just clear this. Come on, Samaya. So here we have, indeed, righteousness is noble character. Religion is the first of it. Sagacity or discernment is its second. Knowledge is its third. Forbearance its fourth. Generosity its fifth. Gentleness its sixth. Piety is its seventh. Gratitude its eighth. Patience is its ninth. And graciousness its remainder. The ego, that's not, again, sorry, that's exactly it. When we came over here, النفس, I said the soul, but that is true, the soul, but here we mean the blameworthy soul. So you can translate it as either ego or the base self. It's not like the sweet soul, yeah. This is the soul that one should be opposing. Okay, so we have here the base self or the ego knows I do not befriend her, and I am not rightly guided unless I oppose her. To not incline towards the world and that within it, for death undoubtedly inevitably destroys us and destroys it. And do good deeds for tomorrow's abode, whose gatekeeper is Ridwan and the neighbor is Ahmed, and Ar-Rahman its creator. Its palaces are gold and musk is its soil, and saffron is its grass growing within it. Its rivers are pure milk and of honey, and exquisite wine runs in rivers flowing, and the birds soar and perched above the branches, glorifying God sonorously with their singing. Who is willing to purchase a dwelling in Firdaus that he may dwell in, by a rak'ah in the darkness of the night, bringing it to life? And I must say that after I heard this song, this qasida that this guy was singing, and I woke up in the middle of the night by chance, I would think of the song. I think, oh man, like I feel really bad if I didn't wake up and pray 2 rak'ahs right now. So just in closing, I'm just going to read it one more time. It's good to close with the whole qasida. I can't scroll while I'm reading. It's too distracting. So I hope you have a copy in front of you, but I can make it. Okay, that's sorry. Okay. النفس تبكي على الدنيا وقد علمت أن السلامة فيها ترك ما فيها. لا دار للمرء بعد الموت يسكنها إلا التي كان قبل الموت يبنيها. فإن بناها بخير طاب مسكنها، وإن بناها بشر خاب بانيها. أين الملوك التي كانت مسلطنة؟ أما سقاها بكأس الموت ساقيها. أموالنا لذوي الميراث نجمعها، ودورنا لخراب الدهر نبنيها. كم من مدائن في Can we mute? Okay. كم من مدائن في الآفاق قد بنيت أمست خرابا وأفنى الموت أهليها لكل نفس وإن كانت على وجن من المنية آمال تقويها المرء يبسطها والدهر يقبضها والنفس تنشرها والموت يطويها إن المكارم أخلاق مطهرة الدين أولها والعقل ثانيها والعلم ثالثها والحلم رابعها والجود خامسها واللين ساديها والبر سابعها والشكر ثامنها والصبر تاسعها والفضل باقيها والنفس تعلم أني لا أصادقها ولست أرشد إلا حين أعصيها لا تركنن إلى الدنيا وما فيها فالموت لا شك يفنينا ويفنيها واعمل لدار غد رضوان خازنها والجار أحمد والرحمن ناشيها قصورها ذهب والمسك طينتها وزعفران حشيش نابت فيها أنهارها لبن مصفى ومن عسل والخمر يجري رحيقا في مجاريها والطير تجري على الأغصان عاكفة تسبح الله جهرا في مغانيها من يشتري الدار في الفردوس يعمرها بركعة في ظلام الليل يحييها. Okay. Anyone want to say anything? Now's your time. I mean, I'm cool. I can stand for a few minutes, but I'm glad that we did the whole thing. So you get a surah al-kamila, the whole picture. Okay. Anyone want to say something? Now you're welcome to unmute, guys. Or ladies, rather. تفضلنا.
MashaAllah, this is a beautiful poem. I appreciate it. Thank you. Jazakallah khair.
وإياكم.
I just want to say, may Allah make us of those, inshallah, Ameen.
Ameen, Allahumma.
And I just wanted to say what an absolute pleasure it is to learn from you, honestly. My eyes have completely opened to different poems. I'm looking forward to seeing what we do next week.
Alhamdulillah. Thank you, Sumaya. Thank you. It's always wonderful having enthusiastic students. It's like amazing. So thank you, Ali Barak Fiki. Razina, Auntie Shamim, anybody want to say something?
Jazakallah khair. It's a very beautiful and meaningful poem, much to reflect on.
It is, yeah. Yeah. I love the imagery. I love the imagery, you know, because we read about these things in the Quran, but the way it's just so poetically put together and creates like a, you know.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay. Anybody want to say anything else before we close?
I only heard the last bit and I don't understand Arabic, but it was so beautiful.
Oh, you're welcome. I can send you the copy of the English, Fatima, if you like.
Yeah, we'll really appreciate that.
Okay, sure.
And whoever posted the Imam Shafi poem in the group earlier, I think it was a few weeks ago.
It was last week we did that, yeah.
Oh, the clip, the Imam Shafi and his deathbed poem.
Oh, no, that was somebody else posted as something to share. That's not what.
Oh, that was me.
Okay,
Thank you.
Right, yeah. Okay, and by the way, if anybody has any suggestions of what they want to study, just privately message me because I have certain things in mind. I had a very shocking experience the other day with the poem, which I'll tell you about next time. It was very disturbing. I'll tell you about it next time. And but I was thinking in Ramadan, if we do continue, which I would like to, even if it's for a shortened time, to focus on spiritual poetry. So I'll see what I can find, inshallah.
That would be wonderful. So what time in Ramadan will you?
I'm going to make you know because I have no idea about the timings right now. I don't even know if they're going to be doing Taraweeh over here. I'm not sure. So I'll get back to you. So let's end now and we'll be in touch, inshallah, via the chat. Okay. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Thank you everybody for your presence. Please keep us in your du'as and Have a good day, evening. Assalamu alaikum.